Victor Wembanyama continues to cement his place as a generational talent, scoring a career-high 50 points in last night's win over the Washington Wizards. He joined San Antonio Spurs legend David Robinson as the only 7-footers in franchise history to achieve this feat. Facing a struggling Wizards team, Wembanyama showcased his deep shooting ability, drilling an impressive 8 3-pointers. It's definitely a big milestone. I don't know how many players are in that club, but I'm proud of it, Wembanyama said after the game. Reflecting on his historic performance, Victor Wembanyama is playing like one of the Splash Brothers right now. Last 3 players to make 4 or more 3-pointers in 3 consecutive games are Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Trae Young. Now, Wembanyama has added his name to this elite group. At just 19 years old, he's already breaking records, following a stellar rookie campaign where he averaged 21.4 points, 10.6 rebounds, and 3.6 blocks, earning him the Rookie of the Year award. Through the Spurs' first 12 games this season, he's leading the team in points, blocks, and rebounds, aiming to lift the franchise out of its rebuilding phase. Hopefully a little experience, said interim head coach Mitch Johnson on the team's improvement. A little seasoning, a return on the investment that's been a weakness of ours. While off-season acquisitions, Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes haven't delivered the offensive punch the Spurs hoped for. Paul is still making an impact, leading the team with 8.6 assists per game at 39 years old. With injuries to key players Devin Vassell and Jeremy Sochan, the Spurs need other scoring options to step up and support Wembanyama's efforts. The Spurs face a tough stretch of games against the Dallas Mavericks, Oklahoma City Thunder, and Los Angeles Lakers. To maintain their momentum, they may need more superstar performances from Wembanyama, potentially even another 50-point outing. LeBron James breaks the NBA's all-time scoring record every single time he puts the ball in the basket, but that wasn't the only history he made while leading the Lakers to a 1-8-1-3 win versus the Memphis Grizzlies on Wednesday night in Los Angeles. In the victory, James scored 35 points to go with 14 assists and 12 rebounds for his third triple-double in a row and 4th of the season. That may not sound all that unprecedented considering the prodigious statistical territory LeBron's career has existed within, but one stat from TSN Sports Stats Maven Kirthika Athiakumar put it in staggering perspective. Not only has no player as old as James, who is 39 years old and will turn 40 next month, ever had 3 consecutive triple-doubles, but the only player to ever previously achieve the mark at anywhere close to James' current age. He is also the only player to record 30-point triple-doubles, 19 years apart. Those aren't the only mind-blowing stats, however. LeBron's first triple-double was on January 19, 2005. His son and current teammate, Bronny James, was 3 months old at the time and 6 players to get NBA minutes this season. Milwaukee Bucks center Giannis Antetokounmpo of Athens, Greece had a monster night for the Bucks on Wednesday. He scored 59 points in a 127-120 Bucks win over the Detroit Pistons. This is the second most points Antetokounmpo has had in a game. The only time he has had more points was 64, and that came in a 140-126 Bucks win over the defensively inept Indiana Pacers on December 13, 2023. In the Bucks win over the Pistons, Antetokounmpo made 21 of 30 for field goals, 16 of 17 free throws, and 1 of 2 3-point attempts. He also had a double-double as he added 14 rebounds and had 7 assists, 3 blocks to steals, and was a +7. This was the 9th time in Antetokounmpo's career he has had a minimum of 50 points in a game. It is the most points a player has had in a single game this season. In 2024-25, Antetokounmpo is averaging 33.3 points per game, which now leads the NBA. That is 3.1 more points per game than Anthony Davis of the Los Angeles Lakers and Jason Tatum of the Boston Celtics, who are second on the list with 30.2 points per game. Antetokounmpo is also averaging 12.1 rebounds per game, 5.5 assists per game, and 1 point for blocks per game. He has a field goal percentage of .616, 3-point percentage of .22, and free throw percentage of .610. Despite Antetokounmpo playing at a high level, the Bucks have got off to a poor start to the season. They have only won 4 of their first 12 games. The struggles were highlighted by a 6-game losing streak